Hello everybody and welcome. I'm Son of Mowgef. It's Wednesday and I'm back playing Thrive. Yeah, I'm going to start a new organism today. I've been saying for quite a while that I want to mess around with different shapes of organism in this game, and I think it's about time I tried what I'm going to call the sweeper. I'm just going to make a big long stick, essentially, to see if I can maximize the amount of resources I collect in, just by swimming around. Before I get started with that, I do want to mention that I got an interesting comment saying, why don't you name your Thrive videos with part numbers like you do all your other series? So, like, for instance, my colony survival videos are part 1, part 2, part 3, and when a new version comes out, I start again at part 1 and part 2. The same with scrap mechanic, they're all numbered and sorted. Why didn't I do that with Thrive? Because I'm constantly changing. Like, there's nothing stopping me technically from having, say, like, the circle that I did previously, part 1 and part 2, and then doing, like, the stick, part 1, part 2, part 3, however many, it takes. So I will be doing that. What I am a little bit worried about, that people will see part 2 in the title and think that I've only done 2 Thrive videos, which is how my other series go. Either way, if people are looking for my Thrive videos or any videos, for the majority of my videos, they go in a playlist that's ordered oldest to newest. So the first one in the playlist will be the first video that I did, and the last video in the playlist will be the last one that I did in that series. So all you've got to do if you want to see, things in order, is just click the playlist button on my channel, find the series that you're interested in watching, and, YouTube gods be forgiving, that it should all just, load up on a playlist. So with all that waffle aside, let me actually play. I'm going to start a new game, obviously. Typical of me that I've not put a horribly vast amount of thought into how exactly I'm going to do this. The plan, if that's what you want to call it, is just to make a big thing. That's very descriptive, Son of Mowgef. What I want to do is be able to collect as much resources as possible. So I'm going to do the thing that apparently is a bad thing, and not specialize. I'm going to have the ability to absorb as many different resources as possible, and I'm going to make the creation, the organism, as long as possible so I can just sweep through entire clouds. What I need to do is find a decent patch that has a significant amount of all these resources. I don't know if there's considered a best patch. Like, this one's got no... I always forget, is that hydrogen sulfite? I tend to just call it sulfite, or like, I'm just bad at things. See, look, all these numbers are down. Like, I want one where they're all pointing upwards. I might just stay in the beginning area then. Yeah. Like, this one's got a lot more iron, but it's got less of everything else, where this one might not have the best amounts of them, but it does have all of them. So I'm just going to stay here for now. I'm sure I'm going to get comments on how stupid that is to do. That's fine. I don't mind being stupid. Oh, it's just occurred to me that I can't really make a straight stick, can I? Like, I can do that, I guess. That's absolutely something I can do. And so what I'm going to do is, I don't know how the game's going to handle it, but I am just going to extend outwards like this. Eventually I shall add some of the hydrogen sulfide. It was hydrogen sulfide. I'm going to add these, and I dare say I'll need some flagella at some point to help movement. That's going to be a thing. Oh, look at this. Look. I started off with a bunch of glucose right on top of me so I can just swim around. I can grab all the goody goods. I also did mention previously that I wanted to play around with the body types. I understand you can get like defense bonuses and movement bonuses and by moving a slider in the editor that I knew was there, but I just haven't used it. Now, that's another thing. Look, there's a big cloud of hydrogen sulfide here I can do nothing with. If you imagine an organism that's like this long, I just sweep across this entire area. That's the plan. It's probably not going to work out that way because none of my plans work out the way that I want them to, but you know. I'm experimentalizationing. That wasn't even close to being words, let alone a sentence, but hopefully people understand. Now let's go ahead and make these adjustments again. Let me... Yeah, there you go. There's a slider here. So if I move this down, a more rigid membrane is more resistant to damage, will make it harder for the cell to move around. So at some point, I won't do it now, I'll probably just push this all the way to the bottom in a sad attempt to make the organism move around more. I'll also get murdered a lot, which is kind of fine by me. Let's have a look. Turns hydrogen sulfide into glucose. So I can have two of those. I'll just put one there and one there. I may forget at some point and make this asymmetrical, like I'm going to end up putting two things there and then realise I should have put one over there, but again, I'm sure that's fine. So now I can grab all this stuff as well. I'm kind of surprised at how quick this thing is, given its surface area, but then again, I'm not sure how this game calculates movement speed. I do have lots of knowledgeable people in my comments section, which I'm very thankful for. I get lots of good advice and suggestions and things like that that I mostly don't implement because of, again, like I say, the dumb. But this is it's going well enough so far. Oh god, oh god, are these enemies? Are these? Oh god, these are bad versions of. No, go away. This is one of the things that I was worried about. They're trying to eat me! Luckily I'm faster than they are currently. Go away! Leave me alone! Leave me the hell alone! I'm gonna just use my evolution. It's gonna make me slower and probably more eatable, but... Let's... Oh, it's something that's just occurred to me. Does this patch have any iron? It does. I did look at this and I did comment on it and then immediately forgot the information that was there. So I can do this. I might use this slider the next evolution, assuming this organism actually gets one. Oh god. Yeah, see, I wish these things would go away and leave me alone. Just leave. Although it does look like the other me is trying to eat them. They are slowly nibbling away at my health as well. So this is going to be interesting. I guess I could put some spikes on the back of this and just let them kill themselves on my backside. I tried to think of a better way of phrasing that and failed immediately. Just leave me alone! Dude, go! Look at them! Bullies! I had this issue last time. Huge, gigantic... Well, they're not huge, gigantic. They're actually microscopic, single-celled organisms. They're not huge or gigantic, but they're bullies! Their size is small and their bulliness is big. You see, if you look at the indicators in the bottom left, like these bars showing me how much of each resource I've got, you can see they're actually filling up quite quickly. I'm hoping because of my large surface area. But that's exactly what I wanted. Oh, one of them just decided to leave. Oh no, it's coming back. No, it's leaving. I'm not sure what's happening right now. Also, I've got this evolution available. I'm just going to go ahead and use that. Let's go ahead and just for the sake of doing it, go bloop. So I've got a lot less health and a very small amount of mobility from that. Maybe not the best decision I've ever made, huh? That's fine. Oh, I don't know. I am somewhat faster than I was. That's interesting. I actually feel like I'm a lot faster than I was. But again, I have no idea how this game works in the slightest. Are these me? Are these trying to kill me, or are they other, like... Yeah, apparently they are other me's. I panicked over nothing then. A very me thing to do. Let me come over here. Can I absorb this piece of iron? I believe that I can. Yum. As with all my creations, and not just in this game, just in general, I feel like this is going better than I had originally planned. Look at all these guys fighting over this, whatever that is. And they're just about to get eaten by that gang of not me. Oh, there's some body parts over here. Yeah, I'll have some of this. Thank you very much. Let's go ahead and do another evolution since I've got tons of bloody resources. I need to think about what I'm going to do now. I think, let's have a look. ATP into ammonia, iron into ATP, hydrogen sulfide into glucose. So this is for glucose into ATP. I might not use so many of these because I'm in an area that I normally use tons of these. One of my favourite things, organelles I think they're referred to you know, use. I might use some of this actually. Yeah, why not? I've got one of like almost everything else. I'll get a couple of those. I think next time I'm going to get some spikes. I'll put like one there, maybe one there and one there, and I'll continue outwards, and then I'll put maybe some flagella in between. I'm literally undecided about that right now. Yeah, notably slower. Maybe getting that flagella now would be a good idea. Although it is kind of weird to me that you can only get one at a time. The mutation cost of those flagella are 55. So it's strange to me that you can only get one at a time, but I guess it is a significant change, like, on an evolutionary scale. I also need those spikes right now, don't I? Look. Oh, that other me nearly got me killed then. Bad other me. Bad same species as me thing. Okay. Alright. Fine. You guys are going to be bullies. I'm not going to allow you to keep bullying me. I'm getting eaten. Hang on. Right, time for spikes then. It's been decided for me. If I do, I think, this, I can just let the other organisms run into the back of me and kill themselves. Maybe? You watch it not work that way. Oh. I'm not sure what happened then. Did I teleport? Or did I die and respawn? I feel like these spikes are all in the wrong place compared to where I actually put them. But I do this kind of thing. I keep forgetting when I'm in the editor that the cell membrane needs to go over the top and it changes the position of things. There you go. Yes. Yeah. Just kill yourselves on that. Thank you. I will now gobble up your parts. This works like twofold, in fact. I never really considered that. That things will kill themselves on me, trying to chase me, and give me an abundance of resources, which is what this entire thing is about. Like, just having lots of resources I can gobble up all at once. Let me go ahead and do another evolution. I feel like this is going really well. I may just continue. Like, I'll loop these over, and if I need more... I always forget what they're called. Cytoplasm. Cytoplasm? I don't do words good. Did you notice? Then I'll do a, you know, frustacin, and yeah, I'll just continue outwards and see what happens. Yeah, it's put the spikes on the outside. Oh, look. I also forget constantly that you can, like, strafe in this game. What happened? Did you see that? that organism, like, warped in from a different sector or something. A bloody Enterprise. I'm now doing what I said I wasn't going to do. I didn't necessarily say that I wasn't going to do it, but I didn't plan on doing it. Like, I ended up just chasing those guys. So this has, like, turned into a thing that I didn't intend, but is also working out really well. Like, the other organisms are literally suiciding on me at the moment. Again, if you look over to the left, look, I've got an abundance of resources here. Okay, so if I do this... let's get some flagella. Oh god, are these going to be pointed weird if I put them on here, though? Probably. Let's go ahead and do it anyway. I just need, like, 5 more. Well, 10 more, actually. But... it's fine. I'm complaining about problems that I have caused for myself. Oh! Did it crash? What happened? I can't do anything. Okay. Technical difficulties! Hold, please. Okay, I'm back after that. Interesting. It wasn't necessarily a crash. The game didn't close or throw up an error message. It just hard-locked my entire computer. I couldn't control Shift Escape. I couldn't control Alt Delete. I couldn't tab out. I did manage to get the game to close without having to just hit the restart button on my PC, which is good because I hate having to do that. But seems fine now. Just a hiccup. So, and luckily it saved. That save that it said it was doing actually did save. I was kind of worried that I'd have to go back a save, you know, because that one hadn't finished and it would mess things up, but it didn't. So, again, yay. Oh, were you... I love the way that the whole purpose of this organism was to be a sweeper. Was to just go speeding along and, like, sweep up as many resources as possible, and I've got more resources from murdering things. Or rather, having them kill themselves on me. Oh, wait. I think it's locked up again. Yeah. Oh, it's actually crashed this time. Okay. Not sure what's causing that. It might be the fact that I'm creating nonsense. Let's go ahead and load this back up. I won't need to do a cut this time because it didn't, like, hard lock or anything. So, I don't know why it's doing that. It's normally quite well behaved, this game. Let me go ahead and add another flagella there. Can I get a couple of these since I'm here? Just to, like, bulk out the shape a little bit. Okay, let's see how this goes. Please don't crash, please don't crash, please don't crash. Oh, oh god, it flips like an unbalanced aeroplane. Like that. Just to, like, prove my point, it goes ahead and just does exactly what I was saying. It's such an odd shape. It's just got spikes and flagella just pointing in odd directions. I love the fact these things just, they try and bully me, and they just can't. Okay, let's go ahead and do another editor. Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna keep adding length to it. It looks ridiculous. Of course it looks ridiculous. It's something that I've made. It's interesting that like the position of the flagella as well. I think that's interesting. Like in the editor, they're on the back of the organism, but of course, as I've mentioned hundreds of times, because I'm an idiot that doesn't take into account like the cell membrane isn't in the editor, they end up on the side of it. That might change as I make the organism longer. It'll push them into a different position, which is, again, fine by me. It's one of these games where I just love messing with it just to see what it will do in any given situation. I'm just going to add some more of these, I think. Glucose into ATP. Yeah, these are just slightly more productive versions of those. Or much more productive versions of those. So I can go ahead and do that. Yeah, see, look, the flagella are actually on the back of the organism now. I feel like I'm missing a spike, though. Do I have 2 or 3 spikes on this thing? I forget. Definitely suffering in the movement speed department. And I'm in that stage of things where swimming through glucose still means my glucose is going down. So I need more like glucose production just to keep up with it. Because I'm draining more moving than I'm picking up moving. Oh, no, wait, it did go up a little bit there. But this is pretty cool. I'm not seeing much in the way of hydrogen sulfide. Like, apparently I'm swimming through a cloud of it. I guess that also means that I'm using it quickly. I'm not intelligent. That's the best way to phrase that. I'm just not intelligent enough to get why things are happening the way they're happening. I'm generally pretty happy with the way things have gone with this. Like, it's definitely sweeping resources in a fairly large area. The fact that I had to significantly sacrifice a bunch of health for some movement ability. Oh. Why is it doing that again? Oh, it actually did crash again this time. Okay. Hold, please. I keep saying hold, please, like people are on the phone to me. I don't know why I keep doing that. You give it a second, it should come back up onto the screen. There we go. Wait. Autosave 5, autosave 9. That's kind of weird. I guess it's just recycling save slots. Because this one's later than this one. Let me reload that one. I don't know if it's being... Oh, it crashed immediately. Okay, right, I'll do a cut and I'll sort this out and I'll bring you guys back. Okay, I think I've got back to roughly where I was. Turns out that that save slot that I was trying to use completely crashes the whole thing every time I try and load it. Now, a rare thing happened. I was actually paying close attention to what was going on when the crashes have been happening, which is rare for me because of the brain thing. It would seem that the phenomenon that I mentioned before, where another organism like warped in and was distorted in size and shape and that kind of thing, it seemed to be doing that. It looked like one of the organisms was spawning just plop right in the middle of the screen, and that's when it locks up. So I went back to an older save slot. It was only like a minute or something older, and I swum around. It didn't crash. It didn't warp anything in either, or spawn something in directly, then. So, yeah, I think maybe I circumvented that situation. Maybe I've got this thing up here, and I don't know what I'm doing with it. I think I'm going to add a couple of these. Just, for the extra length. Because this is ridiculous. And I love it for its ridiculousness. Let's jump back into the actual game part. I think it's crashed before it's even loaded now. It's literally doing nothing. You are seeing what I'm seeing right now? Yay! One of my creations broke the game. It's always a good day when that happens. I live in fear that a dev for a game, like one of the developers or a group of them, will watch one of my videos and not only see me playing it completely badly and utterly wrong, but this will happen where I do something or several things so stupid the game just gives up and refuses to work. Like, I can't imagine what a dev of this game, or any of the games... Oh, it's actually finally just plopped me out to the desktop unceremoniously. So I'm going to call it there for the video. Thanks everyone for watching. Sorry about all the crashes and the black screens and the waffle, but I'll, have a fiddle around during the week and see if I can resurrect this creature. Maybe I'll just flip it and have a torpedo type creature. So yeah, that's possible as well. So, yeah, as always, I don't really need to ask people to comment on these videos because people do, and it's fantastic. I always get, really, a good amount of really good comments. Like, some of it is, playfully mocking me, which is great. I encourage that. And others is just genuinely good tips and advice that I probably won't utilize. And even if I do utilise, I won't utilise it correctly because of the dumb. So thank you to all those people that, contribute. I am very grateful to all of you. If you haven't liked and subscribed, please go ahead and do that. Not only does it make me happy, it's very algorithm pleasing. I get a lot of comments from people who say, oh, your channel should have more subs. Like, you should be bigger than you are. If you actually mean that, do the algorithm pleasing things, and it will, help us all towards that goal. So, yeah, I'm Son of Mowgef. This was, Thrive that I broke today. I'll probably be back on Friday for some, Factorio, so I will see you then.